Hey guys, we're going to look at factoring an expression that doesn't lend itself easily to trial and error. We're going to look at the AC method, and I call it AC change B because that's what we're going to do. So we're looking at this trinomial, and the first thing that you want to do with any factoring is look for a GCF, see if there's anything that you can factor out in the very beginning. And with 3, 23, and 40, that does not look like it's going to be an option, so we don't have a GCF in this problem. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and jump in, multiply to find AC. Now AC comes from the standard form of this expression, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, and we'd like to multiply the a and the c together. So in this expression, we're talking about multiplying the 3 and the 40. And when you do that, you get a positive 120. Now we're going to use that AC to change B, to change that middle number. So we've got the expression. We have a 23 right now in the middle, and we'd like to break that apart into two numbers instead of just the negative 23. So we're going to use the 120 that we found to do that. So you can look in a calculator in your table feature, or you can make a list yourself, but you're looking for two factors of positive 120 whose sum is negative 23. So we're going to look at combinations of negative factors and see what happens. All of the addition statements, the negative 1 times the negative 120, those all multiply to give 120, and we're looking for the one that gives us that negative 23 in the middle. And it looks like towards the bottom of the list that at negative 8 and negative 15 will do that for us. So we're going to change the negative 23x into a negative 8x and a negative 15x. We just broke it apart. And now we're looking at this expression. The next thing we're going to do is group. Well, the 3 and 8 don't really go together. Even though the 15 and 40 are okay, let's swap those and put the 15 with the 3 and the 8 with the 40. So now we've got some factoring that we can do when we group. So the next thing we're going to do is use grouping to finish factoring this expression. So in the first two terms and the second two terms, we're looking for factors that we can pull out and leave something behind. In the first two terms, looking at that 3x and that 15x, it looks like 3x is a common factor that we can remove. So we're going to take a 3x out, and when we do that, that leaves us with x minus 5. In the second set, with the 8 and 40, 8 is a common factor. And you're also thinking, okay, do I want to take out a positive 8 or a negative 8 because there's that minus in front? Well, taking out a negative 8 will give you that x minus 5 that you need. So we're going to go ahead and take out a negative 8 and leave the x minus 5 again. The reason we did that is the x minus 5 is now a common factor, and we can remove that. Once we do, the remainder is 3x minus 8, and this is now the answer to the problem to factor the trinomial. You can double check it with FOIL if you'd like, and there's your answer.